Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I wanted to do an end of January flip. I would be doing an end of week 4 flip for January, but next week is the actual last week of January. And since I filmed these technically on a Friday, but I'm doing it early today because I do have plans on Saturday. But yeah, since I do these on a Saturday, and February 1st is next Saturday, I thought that I would just do it today because I actually have a different video idea in mind for February. So with that being said, we'll just do a flip today. Also, what I want to mention is I get a couple of questions asking about this binder. People want me to link it for them, and I just want to specify that if you are in the States, I'm not in the States, I live in Germany, so this planner may not be found on the Amazon for the States. I know that for a fact because I did look. Now you can find it on Amazon.de, though I don't think they ship to the States. They are a company based out of Cologne or Berlin, I think. I want to say it's Berlin, but they are a company based out of Germany. And so I think that they only ship to Germany and surrounding areas in Europe. But you can definitely reach out to them and see if they are willing to ship to your location. You can also find them on Amazon.de and Instagram. They have an Instagram account and also a website. This is the name of the planner and also the name of the company. So if you are looking for them, that's their name. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't want to say or come off wrong in the comments by saying, you know, they won't ship to you. I don't want to be rude or come off rude like that. So I just wanted to specify that I live in Germany and that's how I was able to get it. And it might not be the same for you if you're looking for this planner and you're in the States. That's all that I wanted to touch bases on. So let's go ahead and do a flip. I did do a little video on this like a couple ago. I don't know. A couple of weeks ago. I did a video on this where I kind of like just laid out couple of, you know, holidays, birthdays, paydays, stuff like that. I did this. I kind of went through and just, you know, blocked out days. I went in and added in vacations because I thought that, you know, we should have vacations blacked out in here too, so I know how many we have. But right now we only have one. We'll go to this current week. This current week, I did kind of like this theme. I've already set up my weeks for the year. So if you did not see my planner flip for 2020 planner setup, I had a carpe diem pack of stickers. I sat down and I set up the weeks so that I wouldn't have to deal with setting them up as the weeks went on. Monday was Martin Luther King's Day, so I added that in there. Because these are German inserts, they won't have US holidays in there except for a few. But I went in and added in the Martin Luther King's holiday. I put a quote in this box, something related to that day, and I had a package come, so I highlighted it. I don't really like to use real highlighters. I have them. I do use them for like some things, but for the most part I like to use like rose art markers, these artist markers. These are just a few that I just pulled out, but I like to use these because they are like all types of colors, and I don't really like the highlighter yellow. That's really not my favorite color, and I have a highlighter green, blue, and pink, but I don't always want to use those colors, so that's why I use the markers. So going to the dailies, I'll put this back in there. So going to my dailies, this is my divider for my dailies. And so all I'm going to do is flip. I'll talk a little bit about my planning as I flip. So as you can kind of see, my planning was very boring and just like black and white. I noticed that when I did plan in the beginning of this month, that I kind of used these arrows, these times, to block out things, and I ran out of space at the bottom because I was putting in unnecessary tasks like take shower. I don't need to put that in there, but I was putting in unnecessary stuff to fill in these blanks. And then when I had actual tasks, things that I had to do, I ended up having to put them on a sticky note because I took up so much space writing unnecessary things. I am not used to a timed calendar or a timed daily like this. So at first it took me a little while to get used to it. But as you can see, it gets a lot better throughout the month. Days like this, I used a sticky note for extra tasks when I didn't have the space. And then I stopped writing unnecessary stuff and I really got down to business. I did add the weather in up at the top. I thought that that was important because I was doing that already in previous planners. And then I really buckled down and got my planning groove for these times. So when I needed the times, I would use them, and when I didn't need them, I would ignore them. And I think that that is something most people struggle with when they change into a new system. They think that they have to use the inserts the way that they're intended to be used. But once you block out that mental thought of needing to do something a certain way, you'll flourish, you'll bloom, because everything will make sense to you. But yeah, for the most part, I did that and I started using them a lot better. Any grocery list that I had, I would just put it on a sticky note. Like if I had to pick up something, I would just put it on a sticky note. I have a list book already, but that may be changing. I'll let you guys know if it does. I blocked out time. I started to put weather down at the bottom along with dinner. And again, blocking out time. Water was down at the bottom here. Weather, stickers. And then again, anything I needed to pick up. I actually had Red Cross, so this little sticky note was for Red Cross. Blocking out time. So this is when I started to use the time, and you guys saw this last week. And then we get to Sunday. So Sunday, I actually told myself that I didn't want to do anything, and so I stuck with that. The only things that I did do is I did my workouts, because when you set a goal for yourself, you have to work at that goal. No matter how tired you are, you need to accomplish that goal that you set for yourself if it's something that you really want. And so I really want to lose 60 pounds. And so I did that workout. No matter if it was a lazy day for me, I did that workout. So mark that off. Water, I've exceeded. But as far as like general tasks that I had for myself, like trash, laundry, blah, 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 I just said no. I said no, and it's okay to say no. And so I wrote nope on the day, and probably will do that for any lazy day that I have. This following Monday, Martin Luther King's Day, so I used a sticker. Had a fit test for my workout program, so I blocked that out. Also, I had a couple of tasks. As you can see, the little symbols kind of change. Check marks means complete, and these little circles that are half colored means half complete, and any dot means in progress for me. Dinner was still set in stone, where it always is, down at the bottom. And husband had training this week, so that was blocked out in green. And then I started to use stencils. So I realized that I had a lot of open space down at the bottom, and I don't really know what to do with that space. So what I thought that would be best is if I either journaled or put quotes down at the bottom or just doodled. But I actually was trying out my stencils to see how I liked, you know, a little drawing or some sort down at the bottom. So probably won't use my stencils all the time, but as far as like journaling or something like that, I'll probably do that just to jazz up my pages a little bit more. Used my stencils for weather this week. I just thought they were a little bit better than my hand-drawn cloud and sun, but it's very tedious and probably won't do it all the time. As far as the water, That was also very tedious. I used hearts on this day for water tracking, and I went straight back to the water driplets because this was extremely tedious to draw out, so probably will never do that again. Used my times a little bit more this week, a lot more this week. So again, I had some stuff that was happening, so I blocked out that time. A package was coming between 1 and 2, so blocked out that time. Also, anything that was important to me or anything that I needed to know, I highlighted. And of course, I just threw in some of my emoji stickers for dinner time. I set out to work on YouTube videos that evening, so I blocked out all of that time. And then this would be today. So have a couple of tasks to do today. Some are already done. Some have been crossed out and changed. So I was supposed to do an early morning workout. It's now afternoon here in Germany. So that obviously didn't take place. I took advantage of sleeping in, and I just moved that task down to some sort of time in the evening. I put it there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen at that time. Saturday, I did some forward planning. Usually I would do these YouTube videos on Saturday, the end of week ones. But there's some stuff we're doing with friends on this day, and so I won't really be home. So I just blocked out that time of all of these events. We're going to a fun park and also the movies. So I just blocked that out. It's also Pancake Saturday for us, so we make pancakes. And yeah, that's probably going to be like our tradition as a married couple. Any forward planning, I put it on a sticky note and delegated it to the day that it needs to be planned. So when I get to Sunday, I will actually plan out these 2 events or tasks that I have on a sticky note. I actually love these sticky notes because they match my inserts, and I actually had those sticky notes before I had these inserts. As far as like forward planning, we are going to Denmark and Sweden in about 2 weeks. So we are taking a bus from the pickup location until Denmark, and then from Denmark we will take a ferry and then a train to Sweden. So we actually have to leave Friday evening, so I blocked out that time. We have to be on the bus at 9, but we have to leave our house at 8. And also because it is an overnight day trip, I blocked out the entire Saturday. I probably will just journal in this area because there's no real purpose of writing like tasks to do. I won't be trying to keep track of what I'm doing that day. I'm just gonna try to have fun. So I just blocked out that time so that I know this is where I was and so forth. I will vlog the Sweden and Denmark trip. I have actually gotten like my charging case and batteries and stuff. I don't have a removable battery, but like the little portable charging packs, and then I also have a charger case on my phone, so I will be well prepared to do all of this vlogging for you all. So hopefully you guys like that. And that's it as far as dailies. So those are my January dailies. One other thing I want to show you guys before I kind of close out this video is my Traveler's Notebook. So I'm not going to do too much of a flip of this because I already have a flip of the new inserts that are in here, but I just want to show you guys the calendar really quick. So I had been using my calendar as like the same as how it is in my personal rings. But I won't be doing that moving forward. So when February gets here, I'll actually just be planning in my YouTube and Instagram posts on these days. I think that will kind of help me create better content for you all. Because when you're a YouTuber, when you do YouTube as a hobby, it's not really something you take super serious. At least I've never taken it serious. And then also, it's very hard to kind of create content on a whim, and I'm noticing that like you really have to plan it out. No one's forcing me or telling me to, you know, like do this. It's not a job. I don't get paid for it, but it's a hobby for me, and I enjoy doing it. So I want to be better at what I'm doing. So I really need to just sit down and just plan it out for you guys. And actually I have a sticky note in here because this would be March, and that's when the spouse's dining is. So I do a lot of forward planning on sticky notes. But if you want to see a flip of this, it's up on my YouTube channel. I did like just a general flip of like the new inserts that I have in here, and then also discussing like the inserts that I originally had in there. But that's all that I have for you guys. I'm thinking about doing a digital planner video, like what's in my tech bag, my digital planner tools, and all this other stuff. But I won't do those videos unless that's something that you want to see. So if you want to see it, just let me know in the comments. I got a lot of new subscribers, so I want to welcome you guys to the channel. And all my current subscribers, I definitely want to welcome you back. If you liked the video, please give me a big thumbs up. It helps me to keep creating because that lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, excuse me. Also, I'm going to try to get better with these upload days. I know I originally said Monday and Tuesday, but truth is sometimes I just don't get to it on Monday, and then sometimes on Tuesday it just doesn't happen either. So I just try to get it in when I can, but I'll try to get better at that. But that's all that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday and also your weekend. Have a good day, guys. Bye.